It is here. The normal button was gone. Okay, I want to respect everyone's time, so we just got to roll with it, okay? I will check back on the waiting room here in a little bit. I am going to share my screen. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through and talk you through different things that I look at in the back office. First of all, I always look at my wheel. Now, here's the thing, volume does not grow in the back office. So do not sit here and stare at it and think it's going to move. You have got to go out and make stuff happen. So when I show you things in the back office, I highly encourage you to jump in the back office to get info or to get a resource and get out of there. On a low day, it can be discouraging. And on a high day, it could be like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to do anything. Your back office, though, should not mirror. It shouldn't be like the speed that you are traveling, right? It shouldn't slow you down, speed you up. It literally is a place for you to go and gather info that you need and then go and make decisions based upon it. So just keep that in mind. So I am going to show you, these are the wheels that you need to know. This right here is your team volume. Okay, look, I start over at 0 every single month, just like you. This is your team volume. This right here is your personal sales. And it is also your personal, like if I were to buy anything, okay, it would go right here. This number right here is not moved whenever a promoter orders. This right here is moved when a customer orders. It can be a new customer, an old customer, or it can be a personal order. This must be 100 out of 100 in order for someone to be commission qualified. Okay. This right here shows you how many active legs. I will tell you, you still need to go into your back office and you still need to look at placement downline to make sure that this is accurate. It even, oh God, hold on. I did not mean to do that. It even says that, let me find where it says that. Oh, I can't remember where it says that, but it used to say, maybe it doesn't anymore. It used to say under here, basically, please go verify, because this does not always update correctly. It's usually a day behind. So it also, if this, like some of the stuff I'm going to say, you may be going, I have no idea what you're talking about, and that's okay. All right. But this can reflect also if you moved too many people off of your top line, it's going to lag and not show for 24 hours. Just like if you enroll someone, this is not going to show for 24 hours. So I'm telling you that because you want to make 100% sure that you have enough qualified and active legs depending on whatever rank you are. Okay. Super important that you double check that with placement downline. So I am going to tell you that those are the main wheels that I look at. Now I will go down here. I don't anymore because I know like our team is so large that this usually at the end of the month for me is about 60. So this isn't something I go and look at all the time, at really ever anymore. So I say that to be encouraging, because if you're looking at that and you're constantly trying to get that 4 out of 4 and you're a 12K to make sure that you have your auto bonus, there will come a day where you don't ever have to look at this again. I promise you, affirm it, speak that into existence. It will happen. Why am I telling you that though? If you're a 12K and you have $12,000 in volume, but you do not have 4 promoters that are personally enrolled to you and qualified and active, you will not get your auto bonus. So let's say you have 10 people, 10 promoters, but none of them are enrollments that you did, they are placement, you will not get your auto bonus. So just because you have $12,000 in volume does not mean that you automatically get your auto bonus. And I love that, rightfully so, because if that's all placed volume, Like, you better be enrolling some people and helping change their lives. So 4 out of 4, please.
Courtney,
Yes.
there's people in the waiting room right now that are trying to get in.
Okay. Okay, there, I hit it again. Oh, I don't know how to make that go away now.
Y'all need to go potty? Oh.
I don't know how. Dang it. Okay, I made it go away, but I don't know if I can get it back. Okay, so make sure that if you are going for 12K or you are a 12K, you want to make sure that you know it needs to be 4 of your personally enrolled. That is super important, and you have to be mindful of that, okay? Let me go to my next thing. Finding your customers. This is very important because this is how you're going to communicate with your customers, your old customers, your new customers. Sorry, I'm just going to one. Amanda, do you mind if I make you co-host and you can man the waiting room, because I just cannot keep doing both?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You're the co-host. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so if you are looking at over here is going to be kind of like your menu, okay, where all of your things are. You need to know how to get to your customers. So finding your customers, you're going to go to My Team and you are going to go to My Customers. Okay, great. You have a list of your customers. What does that do for you? I will tell you that this is how I go and pull names. This is how I look to make sure I'm going to hit my auto ship, my auto elite bonus. This is where I go and say, okay, who hasn't ordered in a while? When's the last time they ordered? You can sort anyway. I love to sort next auto ship, and you can see that it kind of is funky right here. I don't know why it populates all of these weird dates, but then right down here, boom, it gets in order for where it's supposed to be. So I know I'm going to talk to these people, check in, make sure they're getting their they have their stuff on auto ship, make sure that they are in fact ordering, and just have a conversation. This also is, you can go to, hold on, like last order, someone that maybe they just ordered once, okay? And you can have a conversation with those people. This is a real easy way to just pull your customers. That's all I do with that. Honestly, that is all I do with that report. So it is just under My Team and My Customers. Sorry, let me look at my notes. Your sponsorship downline versus your placement downline, okay? I'm gonna look at, honestly, I don't really feel comfortable sharing that. I just don't. What I'm going to tell you is that your sponsorship downline is going to be anyone that you have personally enrolled. So they could be at any level. They could be on your level 1, your level 2. I never use my sponsorship downline report because I don't need to look at things that way. Like, let's just say Amanda was mine and she was enrolled by me and placed to Dell. If I knew that she's not in my placement downline report, which is just my level 1s, I'm going to type in Amanda's name up here. Okay. And I'm going to find her this way. That's how I would go and find Amanda. Hold on, I don't know why. And I would find her this way, okay? I'm not going to use my sponsorship downline. I can't tell you that I use that report for anything right now. What I do is my placement downline. I have 4 people on my top line and my sister-in-law who orders every once in a blue moon. I look at that. Why do I look at that? That is where I just look to see overall team volume. That's really all I use it for. You probably will use it more early on when you're going through the ranks. It's just a great place to go and see how that overall team is doing. And to keep your finger on the pulse of those teams. That's a great place to do that. So Autoship Reports, super easy. You are going to go down to reports and click on Autoships. Okay. I want to tell you a couple of things. Autoship Reports are, to me, I look at them just so I have like an idea, but I don't ever look at my auto ships and say, okay, $155,000 is going to run. I will tell you that if I was having a conversation with you, I would bet that $100,000 of that is going to run, give or take, right? I never look at, because you have to think we've still got 4 more days. What if someone orders? What if someone declines? The reason I tell you that is because these auto ship reports are really cool to kind of gauge your growth throughout the months and the years. But this right here does not guarantee me a rank. This right here, I love looking at it. And I don't know why you can only see 3 at a time. That really irritates me. I wish you could see all 5 of them, but you can only see 3 at a time. But I look at this just kind of to go, okay, I kind of know what we have coming in. But let's just say I was going for 200K and I was looking at an auto ship report. Literally, that auto ship report to me is a cherry on top of anything I'm trying to do. Because it's not guaranteed that it's going to process. I never hang my hat on, well, I have $100,000 running an auto ship, so my team just needs to bring in $100,000. It's that cushion. It's that cherry on top, but it's not something that I hang my hat on, if that makes sense. I was going to say something else. Oh, what I know, speaking of auto ships, when I look at paychecks every Tuesday, I forecast my pay and I look at, okay, does this week's paycheck have an auto ship on it or not? And if it doesn't, I know that everything I am getting paid is brand new growth. Those checks are going to be smaller the larger your organization gets. They just are. I know that on my really good checks, my auto ships are going to be included. And in fact, I may be wrong, but no, not this coming Tuesday's check. I already know it's not going to have an auto ship on it. Okay. It's probably going to be my smallest check this month. That doesn't frustrate me. That doesn't upset me. I know that that's a celebration of all brand new growth. Okay. Now, the next Tuesday, I will have brand new growth on a paycheck and 2 auto ships. This auto ship and this auto ship. Like I said, I'm not already counting my pennies and spending them. It's not that at all. It's just, I know that that's going to be a fat check, right? But I know that they're not all going to be like that. I've got to use my emotional intelligence and go, okay, this check has auto ships on it. This one doesn't. And it all kind of, evens out. That's the best way I can put it. It's very important to just be aware of that so that your feelings are always in check and it's facts over feelings. I will tell you this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a minute because, hold on one second. Yes, Jackie. Yes. Okay, I want to share something with you really quick. I don't know how to share this without sharing my paycheck, and I did that one time and I was so fucking embarrassed. Okay, let me try this. Okay, so I am not going to scroll down because my checks are all on here and I just feel like that, I don't know, it just makes me uncomfortable, okay? What I'm going to tell you is that when you go and you look at your checks, when you look at your line items, this number right here is what we are paid on. If you start looking at that every week, you can forecast kind of what your check's going to be. Now, I can tell you that I can usually get within $500, okay? I understand you may be going, well, I've only been paid 3 times. I want you to have a 5-year vision. I want you to understand what it's going to look like down the road so that you are never shocked. I am never shocked by my paychecks. I can literally put my finger on it almost to around, more or less $500 because I look at this every single week. I know what I've been like paid on in the past that's comparable to that number. And I'm never shocked by my paychecks. Let me show you what I mean by that. I run this report constantly. Oh God, see, no, this is what I'm trying not to do. Hold on. Okay, so if you go to reports and you go to new orders, okay? I'm going to give you an example. I do this every day. Like if I look at something every day, multiple times, it's this. This is my love. Like I love numbers. Okay. So if I go here and I go to this week, it will automatically bring up everything that you will be paid on within a pay week, not a calendar week, but in our pay week, Monday through Sunday. Okay. So I can already tell you that I'm going to be paid on $44,000 in volume. I know we still have Saturday. I know we still have Sunday, the rest of tonight. So I can kind of forecast what it's going to look like for myself. I learned to do this early on when I was just making a few $100s a week because it eliminates any room for frustration or for surprise. Or if I know a check's going to be a really big check, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's going to be like that every week. No, there was a sale. There was 2 auto ships on your check, right? You just got to be very, very smart. So I pull this number multiple times a day. It just lets me know the pulse of where my paycheck is going to be. I love this report. This is my favorite report to pull. Another thing that will be super helpful for you knowing is downline history order. A lot of times you like to highlight how much your team has done in sales. Now I've tried multiple times before I got on here to run this report back from the day I started, and it times out every single fucking time. I don't know why, but it times out every time. And so I finally was like, screw it. I'm just going to show them how to do it from this year. Let's just say your starting date was January 1st of this year. Okay. You put it right here and you go search. Give me just a second. I'm trying to move this little thing. Okay, it's searching. Okay. See, it'll take forever, but I really want to show you because it's such good info for you to make a post about. Come on. I believe in you. Let's go. Come on. Okay. So you scroll all the way to the bottom and you can see that this year alone, our team has done $11.6 million in sales. That is freaking awesome. Also, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's this column right here is how many credits. Is that, or it might be I don't know. Anyways, you can go scroll back up and see. No, that one's not credits. That one's got to be credits. You can talk about the free product that we've given away, but that is how you pull sales from a certain day, from when you started or for the month or for this year, whatever that looks like, whatever you need to pull, that will help you. Okay. Auto ship as a promoter. So a lot of people say, well, I want the customer pricing, and that's not available if you go and you look at placing an order. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If someone just went to place an order, they're a promoter and they're like, well, I want the discounted price. I don't want to buy a pack. And if I buy everything separate, it's more expensive. I just want to be a customer. Okay. So you don't take it to right here. You would do manage auto ship. And if there's not one, then you would schedule an auto ship. That is how you get it for $150. Is anyone else's like audio really weird? Amanda? Weird.
So it was for a second, but I think someone's talking. Is everyone muted?
I think so now. Okay. So that is how you will be able to get it for the auto ship pricing that customers can get it for. So just side note, that will save you money. I do not ever enroll a brand new promoter on that because you want them to be able to order at the time that they sign up, and it unlocks all the ways that we can be paid. And I could go on and on about that, but going forward after you enroll them, if they want that cost, this is how you can set them up to have order for $150 for a month supply of the 3 steps forever and ever. Amen. Okay. Over here, this is how you put in a support ticket. Now, if you were turning in something to compliance, you would click here. If you were turning something into support, you would click here. Compliance would be something like, honestly, that would probably need to be a conversation you have with your leader. It would need to be something that was detrimental to your organization and worth putting a compliance ticket in for. If I ever see anything non-compliant on the team, I just go to the person and I'm like, hey, just a heads up, you can't do that. And I don't police the team though, because it's not my job, but I would always have a conversation way before I'd go contact compliance about someone not using an income disclosure statement or whatever. Like, that's not my job. Okay. And if it was really of a huge concern to me for that person, I would talk to them. Support all day long. I am talking to support multiple times a week. That would be shipping is lost. Now here's the deal. Our shipping is messed up. You cannot put a support ticket in on your account on behalf of your customer or promoters. Okay. So let's say Amanda is my customer. She has ordered from me and she's like, where's my shit? It has been 2 weeks and she's frustrated. I cannot log into my account and say, my customer, Amanda Garcia, customer number, da, 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 da. You need to say, can I help you put in a support ticket? And you need to either log in that customer's account for them or walk them through doing it. But a support ticket has to come from the account where there is support needed. Okay. It cannot be on behalf of anybody. Support is closed at night. It's only open Monday through Friday. I'm going to tell you right now, I have waited on support here way less than before whenever there was a 1-800 number to call and I sat on hold for hours upon hours. I have never once has been, oh my God, support's closed, because I love that I'm not on the phone. I'm not, waiting for on hold and frustrated. I literally can put in a support ticket. They get back to me at their convenience. I always say there are no emergencies in network marketing. Truthfully, there are not. There is no situation where you would need to call 911. You can put in a support ticket. They will get back to you. Sometimes you may have to be a little bit more firm or a little bit more like, no, I don't think you understood what I was asking, but I promise you support is our friend and they will help you remedy anything that's going wrong. Okay. There is resources. There is the gear store. There are success stories. If you're ever, I don't know, want to read them, there are success stories in here. There is a certification center where you can go and do a compliance quiz and you get credits whenever you complete that. One thing that I will say that I do use a lot is I'm being honest, I've never looked at training materials or online training videos. I just feel like our team does a really bomb job. I've never even clicked on those, even though I know some of them were videos of me. What I go to over here is email history. Anytime the company releases a promo or you get a text message or you get an email, there's also going to be a copy of it in the back office. I love that because if something launches and there's a lot of rules, it takes me a while to process it. Okay. So let's say something launches and I'm like, oh, what were the details on that? Instead of having to sort back through my email or my text messages, I just boom, log in here, click on it, and it will pop right up. I love that. They go back there every single time. Where is, oh, documents and downloads. If somebody wants to know the ingredients in something, boom, I pull this, I open it up, I screenshot it, I send it to them. Easiest way for me to do that. If somebody is asking about the ingredients, that's where I go. Let me just show you. Here's a resource. I do not use these to post. This literally is when someone asks me, what is in the women's capsules? I need to run it by my doctor. Awesome. Let me send you the PDF on that. Here you go. This is not something I use to advertise with. This is a resource. Okay. Credits. These are your credits. If you want to transfer them to close a deal, you literally can go to a promoter or to a customer. Let's say you want to take it, send it to a customer. You would just type in the customer ID number, type in however much you are transferring them, boom, you were done. Okay. Super simple. If you transfer to a customer, make sure that you have their credit card in hand. Do not transfer it in hopes that they'll order. Don't transfer it. Maybe they'll order. You literally need to be able to process the order. I do not ever give someone credits unless they're ordering. I will tell you this too. I would never give a new promoter credits for enrolling with me as a reward. You don't know that those credits are going to be used. I always use my credits to leverage and close an immediate deal. I would never say, well, Amanda, if you join my team, I just keep saying Amanda because her little face is right next to mine. So Amanda, smile. Okay. I'm just kidding. I would never say, hey, if you sign up and enroll with me, I'll load your account for $100 in credits to use in the future. No, like I'm trying to close every deal I can. Now, if she was like, hey, I'm really, I think I want to do this. My mom and my sister want to order too, but I just don't know if I should be a promoter or a customer. Amanda, you should totally be a promoter. And here, we're going to take $10 off of your mom and sister's first order. Something like that would make sense, but not just a here's some credits, hope you use them someday. You don't want to do that. That's a waste of a leveraging tool. Okay. Did that. Thrive sample mailouts. I'm going to be totally transparent right now. I have never mailed out a sample pack from the back office. I have not. Literally, Janie mails out all of mine, but over here you can look to see if you have any sample requests. I don't, because I literally I mail them out. I always do. I always have. Maybe one day whenever I don't have extra product, I won't, but I know that like Amanda and Delaney and Steph and Candace, a lot of people use this because it is so easy, so simple, and it literally is going to ship right to their house whenever you enter that info. So if you need, how do I go to, okay, this is how you would buy the credits. Okay. It would be $72. You get 6 of them. Let me tell you that you can do this and mail them out. You can do this and charge and then mail them out. You would recoup your money. 6 times 25 is $150. People that are charging for a 3-day mini experience will charge $25. They aren't going to know. You may be in a situation where that's how you need to do it. That's okay. I used to always charge for samples. I'm in a different situation now. But when I wasn't, you better bet I was charging for samples. There is no rule about that. Okay. So literally you could, charge 6 friends. You could make money on this, and never have to drive to the post office. So that is a great resource that they added not that long ago. let me see. I do have a really cool report that you get when you're an 80K and above, and it's reps close to rank. I love this report. It lets you know if someone's red-legged, and if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. But like, I love this because it truthfully will show you, okay, this person's volume is this. This is how much they might be red-legged. So this, I'm not going to go through it all, but that is a really cool report. If you're an 80K or above, you should be looking at that all month long because it's going to help you know who's going for what and who's close to what. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Wait a minute. Sorry. And I'm going to ask you what questions you have. That report is called reps close to rank, and it only populates in your back office once you are an 80K or above. And it only populates in your back office once you've hit, no, because mine's up. I don't know. Maybe it goes from the month before because like Jay is a 200K, but he ends every month at like $120,000 in volume, but he is so red-legged that he's never paid as an 80K. He ends about like at a 40K. So that report is not in his back office. Say it again, Amanda.
It does go from the month before because like I have that option around. I'm obviously not 80K on the first.
Perfect. There you go. Okay. Honestly, Erica, that is just going to be you knowing your team. That's that and knowing like who to look at. I'll just give you an example. Like, let's just say I know you're on my team and I know you're pushing for something. I would type in that person's name up here in the search bar and I would click on it. And I would go and look and see, okay, where are they at? What are they pushing for? That's personally what I would do. And how, oh my God, I'm not sharing my screen. Never mind. I'm so dumb. I literally am like, do you see? I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Sorry. Go to the top where there is a search bar, type in that person's name, and then you will be able to see. You will know you are red-legged. That's a different video. That's just a different video. The credits that you get, it will be the average of the 2 largest customer orders from the prior month are loaded on the 2nd of every month. If you don't know what Redlegged is, don't worry. That is like, that's a whole different video, a whole different topic. Let me know any other questions you guys have. I want to make sure that you walk away here confident in your back office. There's still things like Amanda today was like, show them how to upload their auto bonus agreement. And I was like, Amanda, I didn't even upload mine. Like, I still don't know. Jay did that for me, you know? So for me, I don't know how to do that, but I can figure it out. I can learn. Don't worry about what Redlegged is if you don't know. I promise you, it's one of those things that don't worry about it. Don't worry about it until it's relevant. I promise you, it's like it's hard to explain until you are in that. It's like the waiting room. I can't explain the waiting room to you until it's relevant. I'm not sure who you are, Beach Babe. It does not say your name. You will have to get with your sponsor. You need to talk to your sponsor. You need to talk to your sponsor about how to make money. You just have to change lives, but you need to talk to your sponsor directly. You can't make anyone Redlegged. I literally, like, I don't even want to get on the topic of Redlegged because that is a whole other, like, literally that is a whole other training, and It would be way too much. Yes, just wait for that. I promise. So if I am looking at, okay, give me just a second. Oh, I know another one I was going to show you. An example that I would use support for would be, hey, I got my products in and it's missing a box of blah, blah, blah. Today, I will tell you, I put in a support ticket because Janie's like, this was on our front porch. And I'm like, what is it? And it was a box of Thrive products and they were addressed to somebody else at some other address and they were on my front porch. And so I put in a support ticket and I said, hello, I just wanted to let you know that I got this first and last name, order number, it's on my porch. These are the products that were in it. And I know they'll tell me just to keep it, but I wanted them to know that like shipping was effed up because I guarantee you that person's looking for their package. And so I just put that in there out of, courtesy. Anytime you have something, customer support is going to fix anything to do with shipping and products and anything like that. Okay, hold on one second. And I'm about to pull that up. Okay, and I'm going to be super vulnerable with you guys. I'm not proud of my PPA right now, but I would be crazy not to share that with you because I am not proud of that, but that's okay because I already know what I'm capable of. So I am just putting that out there. I know I don't have to defend myself, but I will always be transparent with you. So honestly, up here, there's not a lot I look at. When I click on this, I love to go to TeamPPA Rankings. That is a report that I love to run. Let me show you why. Well, if it'll pull up. It wants to make me really uncomfortable with my PPA. So I can go click on this and I can look at who are the top enrollers in my organization. This is huge for you to send some positive reinforcement, for you to figure out like who are the people in your business that are popping off. I mean, I love also to go to my 90-day because sometimes that's very, very different. I'm going to go to my 90-day really quick. I went to this earlier. It just lets you know who is popping off in your organization, who is on fire, who you could send a message to, a card to. Any kind of positive reinforcement as a leader is phenomenal. So I mean, you can see Dell, Ashley, Alana, Sabrina, Jessica, Lainey, Mario, Sabrina, Lori, like these people in the last 90 days have changed a shit ton of lives, right? That lets you know the pulse of your organization and where it's growing. It doesn't really give you anything concrete other than, hey, I know these people are busting their ass. I will tell you guys straight up, whenever I did my leadership retreat, that's how I picked 10 of the girls that didn't necessarily meet the qualifications, but were invited because they are freaking popping off, exploding, and growing in so many other ways. This is a great report to pull for things like that. Oh, hold on. I want to show you a couple of other things. So on this report, if I was red-legged, it would tell me on here, there would be a line that says I have an excess strong leg. I don't know how to show it to you without being red-legged. Like there's no way for me to show it to you, but just know this would show a line item that would say excess strong leg. That's how you know you're red-legged. No other report will show you that you are red-legged. Placement downline and the little numbers with the exclamation mark, it's always talking about your prior rank. So in the event that you know what I'm talking about, if you don't, please, please, please promise me you will not worry about it. But if you do, and you're like, okay, yeah, I've been red-legged, I'm always confused at how to know. This right here is how you will know. You will look at this and it will tell you excess volume. Literally, you don't need to even know what that excess volume is. It could be $1 or $1 million. It does not matter. It does not change how much you are red-legged. What then you would do is you would go over and look at your wheel, knowing you're red-legged. Let's just say I was red-legged right now. Let's just say, and I've got to get to 40. I would know that every penny that needs to go on this wheel would have to come from something other than that person that is red-legging me. Trust me, if you are in that situation, you will know who that person is. They will be blowing up in your organization, okay? This number over here where it would say excess strong leg is irrelevant. It will continue to grow. That has nothing to do with the gap you need to close. This over here will tell you everything you need to know. Over here, this, your customers, it is going to show you, this is mine. So like I've enrolled 625 customers. I've enrolled 1 new customer this month, 2 this week, and our team has 95,000 customers. Okay. Right here, personally sponsored. It'll show you like I have none today, 1 this week, none this month, and I have sponsored a total of 544 people. 57 of them right now are qualified and active. I don't really do anything with that. This right here tells me how many people have earned their car bonus in our organization, how many people have earned their, I want to say VIPs, but I don't really know. Honestly, this would make more sense if this was the Maui gyms, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't do anything with that. This tells you, y'all, look, if I looked at how many people weren't working their business, I would be crying all day, every day. This is how many people are qualified and active out of this many people. Okay. I don't really do anything with that, except for maybe if I'm going to make a post, I might go pull numbers. It's a good place to get your stats, and I might, pull numbers from there. Literally that 2 is not going to be 2 for long. I'm just letting you all know. I have to say that again because it just pisses me off. Okay, let me see if there's any other questions. Any more questions? Do y'all have any questions? Anything else you want to know about? I'm not sure what that means. It's always good to know your back office. It's always good to know the pulse of your team. But what I will say is don't waste time back there. Volume doesn't grow back there. It just does not. Log in, get what you need to know, and boom, go change a life. I just utilize my back office to get my stats, get down what I need to know, and I'm off. I am off to conversations and talking to people. That's where lives are going to change. Yeah, don't watch numbers grow, go make them grow. Transferable credits with promoter packs. Tell me what you mean by that, Catherine. I know there's so many guys on here. This may have been covered. Lander and pictures, can you explain that? I need to know what you mean by that, Mike. I'm not quite sure what you mean by lander and pictures. Ooh. Tell me what you mean by that. I'm just waiting to see if they tell me what they meant. Catherine or Mike. Oh God. God, that was on my face. Let me see. Yeah, so if credits are non-transferable, then you have to use them yourself. Where can you choose a default lander? I don't know. I never give anyone my site to check out. I don't know. I will tell you that I never give someone my site to check out ever, ever, ever. I literally would create them a free account and then send them their login info. I don't believe in that. I believe that in order to close your customers or your promoters, that you should enroll them yourself. I will tell you that I am a huge advocate for that, and I have been. So I'm not sure, but I do want to. I know that's not what you were asking, but I want to touch on that just because I know I did that in the beginning a lot, and I just never knew if people were going to go to it or not. It was more me being more firm, going, hey, send me this info. I'm going to create you your customer profile. I'm going to send you your login and password, and then I'm going to direct you where to go. But as far as like, hey, I want to check it out. Well, what are you wanting to check out? Let me create you a profile, and then I'll tell you exactly which tab to go to. Let me see if I can figure out. Can credits be transferred to a new promoter to use on their promo pack? Never, ever, 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 ever in the history of ever can credits be used on a promoter pack. Or during the purchase where there is a pack. So let's say your person wants to order a $200 pack plus balance and you're going to cover the balance. It will not work. You cannot apply credits during the purchase of any promoter pack. I don't have people ask for a link. I don't. When I talk to somebody, I'm literally going, well, if they may go, I'm curious, I'm immediately going, what are your health goals? And I am immediately gathering information so that I can point them directly to that place by enrolling them as a customer. So it would sound something like this. I post, I'm doing a 90-day challenge. Susie's like, hey, what are you doing? This is what I'm doing. This is what products I use. Oh, I really need to get healthy. Well, what are your health goals? Well, I really want to lose 40 pounds. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've used. That's how I've lost my weight. It's helped my energy. Well, how much is it? Well, it cost this much. I always give them retail. It costs $240, but today I can get it to you for $150. What do you think? I think that sounds awesome. Awesome. Here's the info I need. There's never a time that would be appropriate for you to say, here's my link, go look around. Ever. Now, if somebody says, I want your link, can I go look around? I would say, actually, let me create you a customer profile and I'll send you your login and password. That is the only time ever. I don't. That's how I have such a good close rate, because I know, like, for me, when I trust someone, so I'm thinking of like my sister, and I know she's my sister, but still I would do this even if it was even if it was like a good friend. If I trust you, I literally would send you a picture of my credit card. And I know that some of you may be going, oh my God, that's just me. That's how I roll. And so, like, my sister, she has my credit card info. And anytime she owns a boutique and anytime she has something I want to order, I'm not trying to sit and fill all that out. I want someone to take care of me. Like, I love good customer service. And so I'll be like, hey, I want that dress. And every time she's like, do you have your credit card? I'm like, you have all of my info. You pull it up and process it all. Like, I want to be taken care of. When people know, like, and trust you, I've woken up before to people that are like, hey, we talked last week. I never got my info to you. Here's my credit card. And I'm like, who are you? I don't know, when people know, like, and trust you, and it's more, you've treated them as more than a sale. I don't ever have that issue. Maybe one out of every 20 people. And in that case, I would say, awesome. I understand you don't feel comfortable. I will walk you through. Is now a good time? I'm not going to send them my link and be like, oh, yeah, sure, you can do it yourself. Here you go. No. And if they say no, it's not a good time, I will say, let me know when you have about 10 minutes and I'll walk you through. And I literally will say, click here, create your profile. Let me know when that's done. Awesome. Your profile is done. I need you to go. Like, I'm literally holding their hand like I'm standing beside them. Yeah, Heidi, Kayla, that's a great idea. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments to see if there's any. It honestly, Hennessy, I agree with you, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but like, our customer site is not that user friendly for somebody that doesn't have any background knowledge. It really isn't. I remember when I was looking into joining Thrive, I was like, I just want to know how much a damn pack is without creating an account. You cannot figure it out until an account's created. I understand corporate side of it too, their angle, but for me, the last thing I want to do is try to walk someone through ordering. I'm just like trying to teach, your grandmother to print. Like, it would just, it's like, ugh. So I just want to take care of them. Who's in charge of websites and who can I contact? Many times I'll hop on the phone with him. Yeah, that's another great idea too, Alexis, just to get on the phone with them. Yep, that's another great way. Okay, any more questions? I have loved hanging out with y'all. Thank you for taking time out of your Friday night to be here. Like, it speaks volumes about how serious you want to take your business when there are over 200 people on here. Like, hell yes. I am so excited. This month is going to be amazing. Go out and make it an awesome one, guys. I can just like feel the excitement from all of you. I cannot wait to hang out with you again on Sunday night. And I'm just so proud of y'all. I'm so proud and blessed and like thankful that I get to work this business beside y'all. So I know that, I'm your leader, but I am your partner. I do not view myself as above you. I am next to you in the trenches, working to just change that next life. So let's go rock out October. I love y'all. Bye.